Ferreira is waving it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you right there, that was Briggs versus Lakovic back in 1990s?
Nah, 2005.
2005? 2005.
2006, champ, my bad.
Okay, there it is. Something threw me off there. The man had an 88.3% knockout to win ratio, Heather B.
That's crazy.
He's beaten legendary heavyweight boxers from Ray Mercer to George Foreman. I watched all his fights. I watch him even beyond fighting. I watch him travel the world and motivate people who speak different languages, who eat different kind of foods, who grew up on different religions. But the one thing that connects them all is when he says, "Let's go, champ!"
Pretty much.
Let's go, champ!
Let's go, champ.
He's here right now, the one and only Shannon Briggs.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Let's get it.
Let's go, champ.
Come on, let's go, champ.
What an introduction. Thank you,
Come
brother.
on, man. I could have even lit it up even more so if I wanted to.
Thank you, champ.
Got the years mixed up.
Let's go, champ.
That's all right, man. Shannon Briggs is here, man. I'm glad to have you. And it's interesting that you came here at this time,
Yes.
especially after probably one of the most celebrated heavyweight fights we've seen in a long time.
Facts.
When we saw Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. I want to get your take on that, but before we go into that, let's do a little history in case you don't know who Shannon Briggs is. You are originally from Brooklyn, New York?
Brownsville.
Brownsville, stand up,
Never
ladies.
ran, never will.
Home of MOP.
MOP.
Come on,
Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Riddick Bowe. Zab Judah.
Come on.
Curtis Stevens.
Talk to
Danny
him.
Jacobs.
Come on. Talk to
Eddie
him.
Mustafa Muhammad.
There it is. Come on.
The legends.
The legends. What was it like growing up out there with all these knockout kings, like walking around the neighborhood?
Well, it was the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
Early 90s growing up in Brownsville. It was rough. It was, everybody could fight. The girls, the guys, everybody could fight. So, it was, then Mike came out in like 85, 86. Mike started popping off, and being from Brownsville, it was it was something to look up to. It was a goal, but something to do. We were broke at the time. We were pretty much. I was homeless since like 13, 14 years old, and then Mike was the inspiration for me to, to make something of myself.
Mike used to come back to the hood all the time in
he used to
fancy
come through,
cars and furs and
definitely.
diamonds and jewels.
Just seeing him on TV, though, Mike Tyson from Brownsville, Brooklyn, it was an inspiration because, from Brooklyn, from Brownsville, not Brooklyn, we kind of like the worst of the worst. Nobody really mess with us, you know what I mean?
What? Damn, still? There hasn't been gentrified yet?
No. They're trying to at the top, but, it's still.
It must be
it's still
bad.
the
They've not
Ville.
been trying to gentrify Brownsville.
It's still the Ville.
Was it Mike Tyson? Like, what was your family dynamic? Was it a lot of siblings or was it?
No, I'm the only child.
Okay.
Like I said, me and my mom, we lost our home when I was like 13, 14 years old.
Okay.
My dad died, and my stepdad died in prison, so I was on my own. And then I got into boxing, and it helped me. It actually saved my life. It got me in position where I could have a family and, get out of Brooklyn.
Your mom died when you were young?
No, my mom died when I was 25. She died on my birthday, December 4th, 1996.
On your birthday?
Yeah, it was crazy.
And did she have?
Nah, she had an overdose.
She had an overdose.
Yeah.
So you grew up with a mom who was
she was
addicted to substance.
She was actually a working mom. Then she battled with substance abuse, and then it got really bad. My dad left, and we just really hard on her. So we moved around a lot, and luckily I found boxing. I lived in the gym for some time, and boxing saved my life. But it gave me the opportunity to travel the world, meet so many people, and had it not been for that, I wouldn't be sitting next to you right now.
Oh, man, come on. You might have been. No, you never know, man. You're a good guy, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you,
So
brother.
Mike Tyson came to the hood one day. Did you ever meet him?
I seen him.
You saw him?
I just did his podcast like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, what was that like?
That was amazing, man. It was crazy because like sitting down with Mike and talking about Brownsville in itself and how we grew up. It was really hard, man. It was just it was a great conversation. We talked for 2.5 hours.
Oh,
it was great. It was I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna break the news. We were both in tears, man.
Why? What? Just having that common background, or?
Because I think, coming from Brownsville, like we was talking about, I think you suffer from PTSD. You know what I mean? You grow up in an environment where, even as a male, you could be raped. You know what I'm saying? Walking the street. So it's a real rough place. Back in the 70s and 80s. Now it's, a lot different, like you said, gentrification and all that. But it was rough. We was poor. Like Mike, Mike was homeless at some times. Then he moved down the hill to Amboy. I lived up the hill in Brownsville and Ocean Hill, and then we lost our spot. We moved down to Marcus Garvey, East New York, East Flatbush. I lived everywhere. So, but I think again, like me and Mike was talking about, I think it made us who we are, and that's why me and Mike right now we are going to open up a gym in Brownsville because there's not a gym there.
There's not a gym in Brownsville.
And 3 former heavyweight champions in a neighborhood less than 2 miles long. 3 heavyweight champions: Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, and myself. You know what I mean? So that's something in itself. That's a reason why. It's like if you go look for diamonds or you look for gold, you go for a certain place, or you're looking for treasure. If you're looking for a heavyweight champion, you're looking for a champion, you should go to Brownsville. You know what I mean? So that's our goal, opening up a gym, the Brownsville Boxing Academy. Whereas, if you don't even want to be a boxer, we still want referees. We get, class and referee, judges, managers, promoters.
Trainers.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over $1 billion has been generated in the industry, in the boxing industry, from Brownsville alone. If you think about it,
that's amazing.
Over $1 billion.
Brownsville alone.
Brownsville.
Wow.
You got Mike Tyson, his whole career, Riddick Bowe, myself, Zab Judah again, Curtis Stevens, Danny Jacobs, and so many more fighters. You know what I mean? No gym.
And no gym.
That's a good point.
Coming soon, though.
Coming soon,
Brownsville
man.
Boxing Academy.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Shannon Briggs is here, man.
Thank you,
it's
guys.
amazing to hear what you've gone through. And I don't know if everybody knows your story, but having lost your parents and how boxing saved your life, I would imagine boxing became therapeutic because if people grew up in that neighborhood under PTSD, suffering from PTSD, you got to let that shit out. You either got to talk to a therapist or pick up meditation and breathing, or maybe you get in the ring. You know?
Yes, you got to do. I mean, again, that's why I'm so adamant about opening this gym in Brownsville, because I feel as though there's a lot of kids dying every year all over the world, but yet alone in Brownsville, the violence is so high, and there's not an outlet for it. We just had the incident with Pop Smokey from Canarsie, which is right next to Brownsville. It's almost like the same thing, and we need an outlet for the kids, man. They need something else. And again, if you don't want to be a boxer, you can learn to be a manager, a referee, a timekeeper, something. You feel me? A judge. It's got to be something else other than just getting out here and figuring I'm gonna go get myself killed or being something crazy.
Did you want to be a boxer, or just your size and your height kind of just lead you in that direction?
I was short and chubby at first, and then I had my growth spurt. When I was like 17, 18, and I shot up. But I was just, I kind of fell into it. Like I said, I was homeless, and my friend's dad, I was doing some work for him, and he said, you guys renovate my crib, my new building he had bought. We were doing that, and he said he's going to build a gym for us. That took about a year or so, and then one day he bought some gloves for us. And we were on the basketball court. You ever see like the YouTube when the guys are fighting in the backyard and all that? It started like that. So when I watched that, like the street beefs and all that, I bug out because that's just how I started fighting on the basketball court to, become a heavyweight champion of the world.
When you look at Shannon Briggs,
short and chubby, you just don't ever even see, like when you were 2?
14, 13, 14, 15, 16, then I just, shot up.
But he still got wrists, like his wrists look like he might have, like them stubs right there, them things look like hawks right there.
I'm fighting bare-knuckle, by the way.
You were fighting bare-knuckle?
Yeah, like either, I think maybe May or June.
Look like your hand is swollen right here.
Nah.
What is that, Shannon?
That's the cannon.
Is that the cannon?
That's the cannon.
Oh, my God.
I got the most first-round knockouts in boxing history.
You went 25 first round? No, 37.
Yeah, 37 first-round knockouts.
37 first-round knockouts.
Yo, I ain't a punk, but I swear I would faint. Like, if I had to go around, I would faint with walking in the ring with you. People just didn't pass out.
Nah, they always thought, I had the blonde dreadlocks forever, so they always felt like, he's soft until I got that bell rang, you feel me? Let's go, champ. All Glocks down. This is my Glock. All Glocks down. Let's go, champ. I just talked to Fame and Billy the other day too. Yeah. They was overseas, I think Germany.
Well, yeah, that's what's crazy about the Brownsville thing that Sway mentioned. Like, it's funny because they've always embraced, like, once you was cool with people from Brownsville, it's just that love, and it just spread. And
that's what we was talking about with Mike. Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
We different.
Y'all different.
We different. We like. And Mike said this. I'm not going to steal his stuff because I want you guys to watch the show. But Mike said, it's funny about Brownsville dudes. If you out of town and a dude, mess with you or whatever, we'll go all out for you. But when you get back to Brownsville, it's on. You know what I'm saying? We'll kill you, but not if you out of town. We love you. We stick together.
Yo, that's so true because Mike shows us so much love, man. You want to hug him. Every time you
love
see
him
him.
to death.
Yeah.
He's my Jack Johnson. You feel me? He's such a great.
Y'all never fought, though.
Nah, I love him too much, champ. Forget about it. I love him. That's the man. Like, you know what I mean? He's my Jack Johnson. I look up to him, man. You know what I mean? And the reason why is because he survives too much. I mean, I couldn't imagine going to prison for rape, accused of rape. I couldn't imagine, first of all, having $100 million at 20 years old.
Yeah.
I'd be dead. Knowing me, like, know who I am at now, I'd have been dead at 100. If I had $100 million, you feel me, at 20 years old.
And he survived all that.
All that.
Shannon Briggs is here, 888-742-3345. Lennox Lewis once said he had the fastest hands in the heavyweight division and strongest punch. You know, and so I got to ask you, when I watch you train like you want to fight again.
Yeah, I'm fighting again. I don't know why they said again. I'm never stopping.
You never stop fighting.
I'm never stopping. I'm never going to stop.
There was the band, though. What happened with that band?
Nah, they popped me a little something, you know what I mean? I had began smoking cannabis, I want to say around 9 years ago.
Okay.
I was suffering from PTSD again, severely, depression. I had walked away from boxing about 3-4 years, and I had ballooned up to 403 pounds.
Okay.
And I was taking like Paxil, Xanax, Zoloft, Depakote, Seroquel for depression, and I was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was just like, I was at the point where I felt suicidal. And then a friend introduced me to cannabis. And the day I tried it, like I was 8 years ago. The day I tried that, man, my life changed. I poured the pills out. I cut my hair off though. That day, I had locks for like 28 years. Cut my hair off, and I haven't had a drink in 10 years, something like that. Since I started smoking weed, so you know, it changed my life. So it got me for that.
Like that's what that was about, the weed.
That little testosterone as well.
Testosterone.
You know, I'm old. I stopped producing, so I, you know. So here we are today.
How do you take testosterone? Like
in a shot, yeah.
Like
or pills or lotion or whatever.
Okay. And you did it so you could compete on a competitive level based on your age?
Nah, just based on the fact that I don't produce my own testosterone.
Okay.
At a certain age, we all start declining and all that, so I started taking testosterone for therapy.
Okay.
And you know, it's not allowed, so they got the champ.
But I bet it helped your sex game, though.
Oh man,
come on, my man Shannon. Let's go, champ.
I'm married, 27 years. 27 years. Let's go, champ. 27 years. 3 beautiful children.
Okay,
Yo, wow.
congratulations.
I just want to go back to talking about the gym when you were talking about people can learn to do other things besides being a boxer.
Yes,
but
brother.
one thing I wanted to ask about was, can you learn to be a trainer? Because most of the best trainers are boxers first, and that's where they gain all the knowledge and the experience. So can you actually just learn how to train somebody and be effective?
Well, actually, champ, to be honest with you, most of the so-called greatest trainers were not boxers.
They're not, okay.
No, the greats weren't. Some of them did have they weren't like good boxers. They weren't great boxers. They might have been decent, but they became great trainers. So in that aspect, you can come to the gym. You can learn to be a trainer. I believe so. You can learn the basics. You can train yourself, and at that time, you say, you know what, I like this, because you may just have a teaching personality. Some people are just born teachers, you know what I mean, and some people aren't. And I think you can learn how to become a teacher. Many have, yes.
Okay.
We got Victor on the line from Brooklyn.
Vic, what's popping?
Vic, what's up, man? Good morning.
Let's go, champ.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Great, man. We got the champ up in here, Shannon Briggs.
I know. Let me ask you one
We're going to do
question.
something with that phone.
Wait.
No, I'm on the highway. I'm sorry, Heather. I'm driving.
What's your question real quick before it cut out?
One question. Shannon, did you go to Wingate High School?
Yes, brother.
I know it was you. You don't remember me. I'm Victor. You actually trained me in weight class.
Word.
I know it's been a while, brother. I don't expect you to remember me, but I just wanted to tell you.
Victor. Victor. Nah, just joking. Now, how you doing, Vic? Let's go, champ.
I'm good, brother. I just want to tell you, you changed my life, and I'm gonna tell you how. You really don't know that. We used to be together a lot in school. I was the shortest one in Wingate, and everybody used to pick on me because my mother, she had a good job. I always came to school looking good, and everybody used to just pick on me. And one day we was in gym class and weight class, and you told me, you said, listen, the next time, I'll never forget this guy's name. His name is Melvin. You said the next time Melvin comes in your face, take him on the back staircase, and you showed me a goddamn punch.
Whoa.
And it worked.
Wait, stop. He showed you a what?
He showed punch, like he hit this. I can't. So
We losing you, champ. We losing you, champ. You ain't got a great connection, brother.
Your phone got knocked out.
Yeah. Wingate, I was a fighting dude in high school. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was a fighting dude in high school. So that's how I got into boxing as well. I had started in the hood, and then I kind of like, I wasn't really doing it. And then at high school, it was an older dude, and he seen me fight a couple times. He was like, "Yo, this kid be fighting." Like, I was like, because I was from Brownsville, but the school was in Crown Heights. Like, and had a little trouble. And I showed, what it was about. And after that, everybody was like, "Yo, this kid can fight." And then this older dude, I was like, I want to say like maybe a sophomore or something like that, freshman. And he was like, "Yo, made a bet with me." And I lost the bet. And he kept nagging me about it, like, "Yo, I want you got to go to the gym because he lost the bet." So he wound up taking me to a gym, and that's how I got started.
Wow, God bless that.
Shannon
Yeah,
Briggs,
man, my man Zach. Shout out to
Zach.
Zach.
You changed a lot of people's lives. You probably didn't even realize how much you impacted Victor's life. But if you go to his Instagram, Cannon_Briggs, Cannon, because he showed you the cannon. Show him the cannon.
Let's go, champ.
That's just a morphed looking fist right there, man. That just looks mutilated.
Like a cartoon.
But you do so much for people. I look at you and I smile, man, when I go on this Instagram.
Thank you, brother.
Because I see the energy you give at people that permeates in my heart. If you haven't followed him, this is what you can expect.
It's the champ, Shannon and Cannon Briggs, 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. And yo, David Feldman, listen, champ. I know you were in Fort Lauderdale this weekend with the BKFC, so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to show up, but I need a favor from you. I need you to call Rico Rodriguez and let him know the champ going to knock his teeth out. That's right, all of them. He talk a lot of stuff, so now you're going to have to see the champ in the BKFC. Let's bring it to Miami. You're going down fast and hard. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Yeah.
He would have been great as a wrestler, yo.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
You might have to
They're
do
like,
it.
"Yo, WWE is your calling, champ."
So are you about to fight Bare-knuckle?
Yeah, we talking about it. We gonna see what they can do. If they,
What's the league?
the BKFC, I believe it is.
BKFC.
That's it, Fred. Let's go, champ. Yeah.
Can you make good money fighting the bare-knuckle fights?
I don't know. I could break somebody's jaw, and once I break somebody's jaw, they're gonna be like, "Yo, champ, you the man. You throw him a bag." But it's cool. I'm having fun. Look, I'm gonna fight boxing as well.
Yo.
Okay.
I'm still gonna fight. I fight every couple years. I've done this throughout my whole career. I've got 31-year career now. I just been dabbling with boxing. It keeps me going. It keeps me in shape because when I don't train, I eat a lot. I get fat. So this helps me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's real.
Yeah, it helps me stay in shape. I keep my record going.
Do you get
I'm gonna get a break. I'm gonna get a shot one day.
What, Heather? What's wrong?
Why would anybody want to bare-knuckle fight? Like, I don't understand.
Let me see your other fist. Let me see the other fist.
It's the same.
Damn, it's the same thing. You got a club fist.
Yeah, we call it the lunchbox. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna feed them.
Yo,
The lunchbox.
man.
What the hell?
Imagine being in a fight like,
Let's go,
I'm gonna
Chaz.
go get my boyfriend. I'll be right back.
The club fist come up.
Go get my gun, nigga.
Let's go, Chaz.
Clubber Lane come up. Give me one. What I want to ask you is sustainability, fighting for 3 decades now.
Right.
Boxing is valley and peaks with the finances, man.
Facts.
Do you have to? Do you ever have to get other jobs to?
Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, man.
Okay.
I have a cannabis company called the Cannon Biz Company.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Check me out on Instagram, and I'm in dispensaries in LA, the Originals, and I'm also in Litco.
Okay.
I do a lot of different things. Coffee subscription club. I do it all. You know what I mean?
So you hustle. That's
I'm an entrepreneur, man. But I've always been a hustler. I've always been since I was 8 years old. I've been working since I was 8 years old.
Since 8 years
had
old.
to work.
Shannon Briggs, where did Let's Go Champ? Where did that movement start for you?
Well, like I was saying, I was 403 pounds. I was depressed. My friend introduced me to cannabis, and I got in shape. I started smoking. I started, saying "Let's go, champions" to motivate myself. To my entourage was gone, my bread was gone, and you know how that goes. So I was like, damn, I didn't have it. And I was like, damn. One day I was walking my daughter. I had just had my daughter. Again, I was 400 pounds. I was trying to lose weight. No promoters, no managers would answer my call. And I was walking my daughter one day, and I had walked really far. And I was tired walking back, and I sat down, and I was sitting there just thinking about my life, and she was sleeping in the little buggy, and I said, "Let's go, champ," to get myself back home. And I was just like, "Let's go, champ," because I was tired. I had to get home. I had to get home out the sun. You feel me? My wife gonna kill me, so I'm pushing home, saying, "Let's go, champ." And it was something that I kept saying to motivate myself. I needed a mantra. A friend told me a long time ago. He said, "To be the man, you got to be the man." You know what I mean? And that stuck with me. So I was like, I need a slogan. When I'm, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I need a slogan. I've been alone a lot in my life, being the only child.
Right.
So I would reach out to people and always look at, and that was always bad for me too, because then I needed the people around me. You feel me? So the years that I was alone and I had my baby girl, and it was, I got 2 boys and I had my baby girl. Once you have that baby girl, life changes for you. And once I had her, I was like, I gotta get it together for the longevity. I'm a type of guy where I always know I'm gonna make it way. You feel me? I can go out the door and something gonna happen. But once I had her, I said I gotta start thinking about the future.
Wow.
To build a legacy for her. So that's why we opened up the Brownsville Boxing Academy.
There it is, the Brownsville Boxing Academy.
Let's
Shannon
go,
Briggs, 37 wins, knockout, first round. That punch he got right there. You look at the swelling on his hand. That ain't even a swelling.
That ain't swelling. That's metal.
That's metal. No, I cut myself.
No
Damn,
smoke.
man.
Let's go,
I
champ.
feel like a brick.
Yeah.
I got to ask you about this fight.
Yes, brother.
You were once 400 pounds.
Yes.
Tyson Fury came in at 273, probably put on another 10 to 15. Let's just say he went in the ring at 290, fighting Deontay Wilder, who came 250 or 220. He put on 10 pounds or 12 pounds for this fight. How do you assess what happened?
Okay, we all can see the guy was always green as far as he's wilder. He throws wild punches, but he hit dumb hard.
Okay.
Everything he touched, he put to sleep. And I think in this situation, when he hit Fury in the first round, I seen a right hand. He took it. And he just kept walking. And he walked him down. When a man walk you down, you got to make a decision. Either I'm going to fight to the death or I'm going to back up. He kept backing up. He don't fight good backing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wilder can't. He's not a boxer. He a puncher. You feel me? So he can't fight on his back foot. He was backing up to the ropes. It was all downhill from that. What he needed to do was stand in the pocket a little bit and just move his head and punch in combination. But that's not Wilder. So, basically, he got put to the point where he had to be tested. He didn't have a plan B for the most part, which was, what do I do now once I can't knock a dude out?
Couldn't adjust.
And I think it was a lot weighing on. I think he said something about the suit he had on was heavy.
Okay, so now some people think that's hogwash.
That's crazy, right?
That 40-pound suit that he wore that drained his legs.
Oh, damn.
Why
never did that? Why you look at me like that?
I'm just like,
she's one of those folks that like.
Let's go.
No. Okay. What it is, Shannon, when we were talking about this morning, Sway and I, like, you've been boxing for a really long time. Right. This is your livelihood. This is how you've been feeding your family. Do you make the decision before a big fight like this to put on a 40-pound suit? And where was your dress rehearsal? Like, you didn't know that this was going to, he said his legs gave out because how heavy it was. Like, nobody told you where your people at.
Wow. Yeah. And I heard they fired Mark Breland as well.
Already?
That's a letdown.
Already?
That's a letdown for real. That's a big letdown.
He got fired?
Yeah,
He might have because he threw the towel in, and I don't think Wilder is a throw the towel in type of boxer. He says he wants to go out on his shield.
Yeah, but that ain't a good look though.
That ain't a good look.
Not at all. Because you know what I mean. Like he was out of there. He was bleeding from the ear.
Could he have recovered? You think?
I'm not him.
Just from your professional.
From what I see, no, I don't believe so. I think that Fury was on a roll. He's big, he's strong, he was in great shape. I had spoke to Fury literally like 36 hours before the fight.
And what did he say?
FaceTime. I said, yo, champ, box. I said, jab, right hand jab. Forget the hooks and all that right now. Just box. He was like, nah, champ, I'm knocking him out. That's what he told me.
He said that?
On God. He said, I'm knocking him out, champ. He said, I'm walking him down. I said, nah, champ, box. He said, nah, I'm knocking him down. Now, going back to Fury. Now, Fury, we went through the same similar things as far as our weight.
Your weight, going back, and that's
right.
Yeah.
And it was me first, and then he happened there. And then he seen me get in shape. He was like, yo, champ, I'm inspired. I'm going to do it. I said, you can do it. Look at me. And he did it, man. He went all the way. So I'm just happy for the brother. And again, happy for him and hurt for Deontay because he's our champion. You feel me? He ours, and I felt it's been. I'm gonna keep it real. Like when he lost, it wasn't like we was just sitting there quiet. Like everybody was just like, damn. It wasn't the whole night was different. You feel me?
So what about like you being in the ring before? After the fight, he said he was dealing with a lot of personal problems. Sway said, because I was like, why he didn't say that before the fight? Sway was like, no boxer is supposed to say that. Do you agree? Like you don't come with your excuses before the fight?
Not excuses.
Not excuses. But, I mean, I'm just, fuck it, we here. I'm just saying, we having a conversation right now. I got caught up.
Shannon Briggs talk about the issues in his life. He had issues. If he expresses his weakness, people could build on that.
You can't take that. You can't say none of that. You gotta keep it inside, champ.
But even after the fight, then you should keep it.
Keep it inside, champ.
The remix, let's go. The other part is keep it inside. So then keep it inside after the fight too, though, right?
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
You're gonna keep it inside, champ.
The hook.
Shannon Briggs is here. Aaron from Houston on the line. Aaron's in Houston. Aaron, what you got a question for Shannon Briggs?
You know, how you doing? My name is Darren from Houston. How y'all doing?
Hi, Darren.
Darren, go ahead.
I had a comment. This is something I realized after the fight. That suit that Deontay had on had a red light. He had a red light in his eyes for about 3 minutes going to the ring. I looked up the effects of red light on the human body, and red lights cause the production of melanin, which makes you drowsy. So my theory or hypothesis was a little bit of that red light didn't help him. It might have started reacting in his body to make him drowsy. That's just something to put out there.
I got you, champ. You know what? You never know. Hey, you won't red light again.
That's all. I'm not trying to say.
He won't do that again.
Look that up.
And that's real good research, but that's the whole point of dress rehearsal. Yo, where your people at?
Facts.
Like, you can't have me put on no 40-pound suit, homie, before a fight on TV.
But that red light theory.
Somebody should have researched that. If Darren did it from Houston.
What do you do? Hey, if you driving a car, Darren, and you come up on a red light, what happens?
Stop.
You
get stopped?
Stop.
Darren said you get drowsy.
Stop, champ.
Nah, well, you know. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Keep it inside.
Aaron, you're a citizen, and I want to do this game real quick with you before you go. I believe that Deontay Wilder is has such a huge heart, such a brawler, such a warrior, that if he followed the proper training and the proper game plan, he could be right back in that ring, and he still got that Shannon Cannon Briggs type one punch knockout capability that he could regain his title. What do you think?
Against Fury?
Yeah.
And I'm from the school of, this is our debate right now, and I'm from the school of some people you just can't beat.
Facts. And Fury, he can't beat Fury. You know what Fury said? Fury said the first fight was all about me losing weight after, you know what I'm saying, I was big. I understand that. There's a weight loss process. Then he said this fight was for me to get in shape, to get strong. That's why he came in 270. His confidence he was like, before, I just wanted to look good. I just wanted to lose weight and not look like a fat ass on TV. Now I'm strong. He can't take me. I was like, Jam, box. He said, no, I'm knocking him out. And you know what I mean? He did what he did.
And he knew he must have found something out in that first fight that he took to the second fight to make him believe it would be. Because him and his brother sounded like it was not even a question of what was going to happen. Yeah. And it turned out to be what it was. Yeah. We got a game we do. And since this is your first time on the show,
yes, brother. But we go way back. But we go way 90s.
Back.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Man, I scared to shake your hand, but damn near crush my shit. My head ain't got the club.
Sway came with the. How you doing? Sway was like,
I was just soaking in Palmolive.
Chill.
All right, cool. Here we go. All right, we call this game.
You're rich, you're famous, and you're probably pretty good at what you do.
I'm going to show you how great I am.
But we want to know who you would pick between the greatest matchups of all time. It's the Battle of the Best on Sway in the morning.
All right.
That boy is good.
Shannon Briggs is here, a heavyweight champion of the world. Let's Go Champ is the movement. It's a global movement that's inspiring and motivating people to be just like him with a champion's mentality. Yes. Of course, he's going to pick two names out of this bag and tell us who he think would be the greatest, who would win.
Two at a time.
Two at a time.
Yeah, read the first one out loud, then the second one, and let us know who would be your best. All right.
That's one. Okay.
Don't break the bag.
No, my bad.
Word.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, let's go.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Ooh, Anthony Joshua
versus
George Foreman. Ooh, that's a good one.
And you fought Foreman.
I fought Foreman. Yeah, George all the way, champ. George? And what George, though?
Prime George.
Prime George? Man, nobody messing with Prime George. Nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except the greatest of all time.
Ali.
You feel me?
Okay.
Right.
Nobody messing with a prime.
Prime
All right,
time.
two
So,
more.
but you don't even want to think about it? Like,
He said, Sway, nobody.
He knows what he knows.
man, but damn, man, see, Joshua might be fighting.
Nah,
Fury.
nice with it, but not. That's George Foreman.
Okay, my bad.
Ooh, Joe Louis.
Prime.
The prime Joe Louis against
Prime.
Riddick Bowe. Ooh. Joe. I got to go. Now, this is crazy. You know what? Because when you talk about fights like that, you got to realize heavyweight champion at those times weighed 195 pounds.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, wow.
195, 190, 185, stuff like that. You feel me? 200 pounds max. So, and then you got a Riddick Bowe, 240. You know what I'm saying? 220 in his top, and when he fought Holyfield the first time. 220, 6'5", though. 6'5", 220, fast hands. But then you got Joe Louis, who's like I guess like a Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? But let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Joe though.
You gonna go with Joe Louis?
I'm gonna go with Joe.
The legend.
But that prime Riddick Bowe, he had a short career though, if you look at it. He only had like 30-something fights, Riddick Bowe. But when he was nice, but then it kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of went fast. He didn't have a lot. Like Joe Louis, like Joe Frazier, he didn't have a lot of fights.
Okay. All right. There you go, Shannon Briggs. I
Let's
love
go,
this. Listen,
champ.
let's go,
Last
champ.
round.
One more. I see what you're doing, baby. Let's go one more.
Okay, let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
One more
Let's go,
round.
champ. Ooh, wow. Lennox Lewis, another dude I fought.
Oh, yes.
Damn, against
Versus.
Evander Holyfield. Well, they fought
They
already.
fought. They
They
fought.
fought.
Yeah,
Let me get another one.
All right.
Let me
You
get
don't
another
want
one.
that.
Let me get one more, champ.
You can look that up on
Thank you,
YouTube.
brother. Thank you,
Go
brother.
to DAZN.
One more.
Has DAZN offered you a contract yet?
We talked. Let's go, champ. Ooh, Mike Tyson.
Okay.
The great against Tyson Fury.
Wow. All the Tysons.
Wow. Okay. So you got what? 5'11".
Prime.
5'11" Mike Tyson against a 6'9". What is he? 6'8".
Yeah.
I'm still going with Mike all the way.
Talk about why.
Hard to the body. I'm talking about the flesh on his body looking nasty. Looking nasty because Mike ripping all that.
All them ribs.
He ripping all that.
He's gonna lower him down.
And when he drop, even if he block him, Mike the elbows, Mike breaking all that. All this, he gonna break all that. So that's Mike. Overhand rights, he gonna get on.
He gonna get him.
Yeah.
Man, thank you, champ.
Let's
There you go,
champ.
man. There you go,
Let's
man.
go, champ.
Cannon Briggs.
Yeah.
All right, Shannon,
Let's
man.
go, champ.
Follow this man at Cannon_Briggs.
ShannonBriggs.com.
And Shannon Briggs.
ShannonBriggs.com.
Shannon Briggs. Citizens, go to ShannonBriggs.com.
Yeah, thank you, champs.
Pick up the Let's Go Champ
We
merch.
all champs.
Are we all champs? Very motivational. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Continued
brother.
success.
Thank you, brother.
All right, come on back,
Thank you,
too,
brother.
man.
Thank
all
you.
right?
Thank you,
High
sister.
five.
Ooh, let's go, champ.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't messing with that.
Big ass hands. All right, we got another one. One legend to the next.
good.
Diamond D from the Digging in the Crates crew is here.
Yeah.
Damn
That's
it,
my
Diamond,
boy. That's
he's
my
here.
brother, my old neighbor.
This is what we do,
Let's
champ.
go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Wait, hold up.
That's my brother. Word is bond.
Give me that's that shit.
I got T-shirts for y'all too.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
need
I
that.
got T-shirts for all y'all.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
go.
Let's go, champ. All
Let's
right,
go,
Diamond
champ.
D up next.